Welcome to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Procurement. And today I have my guest, Mr. Godson, who is working in the freight forwarding industry. So I have a lot of questions, Mr. Godson, that what is the opportunity we have in UAE and how we can grab this job in the freight forwarding industry. So I would like ask some questions from you so my audience can understand about this approach, how they can get the job in this industry. So I would like if you could introduce yourself in the beginning so they will know who is Mr. Godson.
All right. Okay, see, my name is Godson. As you said, my name is Godson. Actually, I have like 10 years of experience in the freight forwarding industry. I started my career in Qatar. Okay, after that, in Dubai, I'm here for 3 years. Okay, so in Dubai, if you talk about freight forwarding industry, the scope of the job is very, very good. Every day we can say like 10 to 15 companies, new freight forwarding companies are opening up. And as I said about the scope, the freight forwarding industry is it's booming. So I mean, if someone has a basic graduation, they can come here and apply for the job. And what they are expecting is they should have a basic knowledge. In freight forwarding industry, too many positions are available. One is the key one is sales. Sales department is the main one. If you're very good in sales, and you're most welcome to approach a freight forwarding industry.
So definitely, I think so. Is required also. Qualification is important.
Yes. Plus the basic degree qualification is required.
Communication skill is required.
Exactly.
So did you face any language barrier in UAE that you're working? As you know, this is an Arab country and the national language is Arabic. Okay, so have you faced any challenges here?
No, I never faced, because I speak English. Because here all the people understands English. So the most common language which we use is English. So I never faced these kind of challenges at the moment.
So how did you cope up during the COVID, and now is post-COVID effect is there as well?
See, actually, I'll say one thing, regarding COVID. During COVID season, too many companies were shutting down, but not this industry. You know why? Everyone needs import and exports. If you're living in UAE, you need a material, so that you have to import it and eat. For the benefit of...
That's a good point you raised, is that everything is being imported in the UAE, in the market. And this market is very big.
Yes. 80% of imports are done in UAE. Only 20% exports, we can say. When we talk about exports, the commodities like lubricants, chemicals, these exports are going on, and
so you mean that during the post-COVID or during the COVID, all the industries was suffering and they're facing the challenges, but your industry was growing.
That's
and
true.
They are making revenue in that.
Money. They are making a very good money.
Revenue in the end.
And nowadays so many competition. If you say, if you talk about the margin which the freight forwarder will take is like hardly they'll say 5%, and too many challenges they'll face. The first point is credit, because now all the suppliers, all the customers, they ask for credit. If we give 60 days credit, at least minimum of 10% margin they are supposed to keep. But due to heavy competition, people do business for 5%, and collecting the money back from the customer is again a difficult task, which goes to the sales department and the accounts department.
Yeah, but how do you see the competition in the UAE market? I have seen the one report, it shows like more than 6,000 companies in the UAE who are running the freight forwarders. Yeah?
Exactly.
So how did you guys compete each other?
See, if you have a very good relationship with the customer, and the customer is yours and the business is yours, you can say that, but creating a very good relationship with the customers is a mandatory thing. Whoever wants to join freight forwarding industry, keep that in mind. Take your customer out. Just talk to him freely. Be so friendly to him, so that you are in the right direction, or else
So-
no. Or if you go for a vacation, the other freight forwarding company person, he will come and steal your job. I can say that.
You mean that we should have the service level, the high
That's-
service level.
that's true. That's
So
exactly
without
true.
this, we cannot
No,
run the show
no,
in the
no,
market.
No, definitely no.
So
You
not
know,
only PR will work, but you must have the service.
the service should be very very good, and the other challenges, if we talk about, is the vessel delay. When the vessel is delayed, the freight forwarder just go and tell the customer that, so the vessel is delayed, so
It's
you
out
have
of
to
my
adjust
hand,
it.
I cannot do anything.
But the customer will not accept it. So the salesperson has to know, he should have the knowledge to tackle the situation.
Yeah, as per my experience, I'm facing a lot of challenges like that, the vessel delay, and we are not being notified. So this is really making a crazy situation with the customer and the distributor. Because as I'm working at the distribution level, so we face a lot of delay actually, not the small names, the big names. Okay, so but we are getting penalty on that. But as a freight forwarder, I see that you guys just say, okay, it's vessel delay, and without notification, I'm sorry, I cannot do anything, and there's no compensation at all. So how do you see this will affect on your relation with the supplier?
Definitely, this will affect the relationship with the customer. But this is the part of business which we have to carry forward. Suddenly the other surcharges will be coming. Because of fuel, increase in price. The other surcharges are coming up, and it spoils the relationship with the customer. But what I'm telling is that even the customer should understand the problem which the freight forwarding company is facing.
So,
they are just giving a service to the company.
But do you think that it's not unfair that they are being notified on the last moment that your shipment has been delayed?
Actually,
what do you think about this?
The freight forwarder, what he is doing is, he is just providing a service. The information which he gets from the carrier, he is passing the information to you. So that is the only thing. He acts like a bridge between you and the carrier. That's all.
So,
and he will deliver the material.
That there's a lot of challenges in this industry as well.
That's right.
So what's your advice to the newcomers who are coming to the UAE market and they are looking for job in sale, particularly in the freight forwarding company? So what do you advise them? What they have what the basic keys they must have?
See, they should have very good knowledge about the industry. At least 1 to 2 years of experience. Without having experience, and coming to Dubai, and if they want to work, I don't think it is going to work. Anyway, nowadays too many freight forwarding companies are there, so you can say they can join in any of the company with the minimum salary of 2,500 dirhams. Okay, so they can take up the experience and they move forward. But the main thing is they have to concentrate on their job. They have to learn things, how the industry works. When we talk about the process, it's a lengthy process. How the industry works. I can explain you in other
definitely
videos.
The mechanism is always having the deep information in this. But also when you say the salary range for the beginner, what do you think? What is the best salary range in this industry?
2,500 to 3,000 for a fresher. Is a cool salary to start his career, because obviously, yes, if he has a very good experience, in 2-3 years he can get 5-digit salary. I can assure you that. But
it's not the commission base. It means
no, I'm not talking about the commission thing. If he has 2 to 3 years of very good experience, he can reach like a 5-digit salary.
So
I can
do
say
you
that.
recommend also any certification for this beginners that they should have some
No,
certification?
I don't recommend that. As soon as when you join a company, you'll gain more knowledge. After that, you can study. Just learn things practically. After, if you have a basic degree, just learn things practically. In the future, you just do a degree. That is what my advice will be. And if you want to join in sales, you should be very polite and you should have a very good convincing skill to tackle the situation. And as I said earlier, freight forwarding industry has very different positions. The customer service position will be there, pricing department will be there, operation department will be there. But if you want to be in a key position, the sales is a mandatory thing. The sales plays a main role in the freight forwarding industry, and Dubai is a very good place to make huge money. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Godson. It's really informative, and viewers, as you saw that this industry is very wide, even during the lockdown, and they are working 24/7. They're the one who brought the all kitting, all the kits for the testing, and also the all masks. They are the one who is bringing from the China and other European countries. And see, you saw they are really doing a hard job, and their job is not only for 8 to 9 or 8 to 5. They are working 24/7 for all of us, and this industry is growing very fast in UAE market. If you are willing to come in UAE and you want to start your career in the freight forwarding, I hope this video will help you how you can start your career and what could be minimum wages you can get from this industry. I hope this information will help you, and keep watching for the next episode. We will go more in detail with Mr. Godson. You would like
Thank
to
you.
close this?
Thank you so much for the opportunity to explore.
It's a pleasure to have you, Mr. Godson.
things.
Since you have 10-year experience, and I hope people will get more benefits from this information. If you have any question, please go to my email and drop the message. I will get back to you. Thank you.